In a high-stakes moment that has sent shockwaves across the globe, Israel's formidable air power took center stage on June 13, 2025. In a move described by experts as both bold and unprecedented, over 200 fighter jets soared into action, setting the stage for what has come to be known as Operation Rising Lion. Into the blue expanse of a fraught Middle Eastern sky, modified F-35I Adir stealth fighters and other advanced combat aircraft raced toward their targets, each pilot geared with a mission that could alter the course of history. The world watched in trepidation as these jets, symbols of modern military might, executed a precision bombing campaign aimed directly at the heart of Iran's nuclear program. This was not a routine military exercise. It was a definitive strike intended to send a powerful message of deterrence and resolve. At the heart of this operation lay a complex tapestry of military strategy and geopolitical ambition. The primary targets were more than just hardened facilities. They represented the core of Iran's nuclear ambition. Among these, the Natanz nuclear facility emerged as a central focus. Israeli forces concentrated their efforts on this site, specifically targeting the above-ground pilot fuel enrichment plant, a critical facility for uranium enrichment. The operation achieved significant damage here, with advanced centrifuges rendered inoperable, effectively hindering Iran's capacity for nuclear progression. Yet the strategic calculation was clear. While critical military infrastructure and vital nuclear processing arrays were decimated, operational reactors like the Bushehr nuclear power plant were deliberately avoided to mitigate the risk of widespread radioactive contamination. This calculated restraint underscored Israel's intent to neutralize a nuclear threat without unleashing an uncontrollable environmental catastrophe. As the thunder of jets echoed across deserts and valleys, the skies over the region transformed into an arena of precision and power. Detailed analyses from defense experts revealed that each bombing run was meticulously choreographed, an interplay of factors ranging from wind speed to enemy defenses. Combat aircraft executed well-rehearsed maneuvers, each fighter jet positioning itself to strike its designated target with unparalleled accuracy. The operational tactics demonstrated a level of technical sophistication that left military observers both in awe and in cautious wonder. A series of lightning-fast strikes culminated in a sequence of explosions that shrouded critical nuclear complexes in a haze of fire and smoke. With each detonation, the intended message resonated deeper. This was a display of surgical military intervention, not an all-out campaign of indiscriminate destruction. Yet amid the precision of the airstrikes, the operation quickly escalated into a complex conflict with far-reaching geopolitical implications. In the immediate aftermath, Iran's response was swift and resolute. The Iranian government retaliated by deploying its own arsenal, launching missiles and drones aimed at key targets within Israel. Among the most alarming reports was a missile strike on the Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba. This tragic incident, which hit a facility designed to offer sanctuary and healing, underscored the precarious balance between military action and the safety of civilian populations. The specter of collateral damage was a daunting reality, provoking debates among international bodies and raising profound ethical questions about the conduct of modern warfare. As the scene unfolded, the stark reality emerged. In the theater of contemporary warfare, civilians remain tragically ensnared by the tides of military strategy. Behind the soaring fighter jets and the thunderous explosions lay the grim human cost of this operation. Reports emerged of significant casualties on both sides. Hundreds of lives lost in Iran, and dozens in Israel have turned family homes into sites of mourning. Each explosive blast carried with it not only the shock of a military maneuver, but also the indelible grief of irreplaceable loss. In neighborhoods marked by whispered despair and streets lined with memorials, the human impact of Operation Rising Lion was deeply felt. Families grappled with the aftermath, their sorrow mingling with a shared uncertainty about the future. A future now clouded by escalating regional tensions and the fear of further violence. This was a conflict where technological might and strategic precision met the stark realities of human suffering, leaving behind a legacy of both tactical brilliance and profound tragedy. As international observers began to piece together the unfolding narrative, the the geopolitical repercussions of the airstrike reverberated across nations. Global leaders and policymakers deliberated over the unfolding crisis, the incident sparking impassioned debates in diplomatic corridors around the world. The United States, led by President Donald Trump, found itself at a crossroads, weighing the possibility of American involvement. With decisive actions expected within the coming weeks, American policymakers were entangled in the broader narrative of maintaining global security while balancing national interests. Meanwhile, the international community remained divided. Some nations condemned the airstrike as a blatant violation of international law, a provocative act that undermined regional stability. Others, however, expressed a tentative understanding of Israel's security concerns, emphasizing the perennial challenge of dwelling between the threat of nuclear proliferation and the imperative of sovereign defense. Deep within the corridors of power and strategic command centers, military analysts dissected every facet of the operation. Their discussions ranged from the technical execution of the airstrike, each step meticulously planned and executed, to the broader implications for regional and global security. Expert commentary highlighted a tactical masterpiece, precision bombing, situational awareness, and an intricate coordination of aerial assets that left little to the imagination of adversaries. Yet, amidst the adulation of military prowess, there remained a palpable concern about the unpredictable aftermath of such a high-octane show of force. The world was now forced to reckon with a new reality, one where the balance of power is continually challenged, and where every military decision reverberates with the potential for rapid, transformative change. As we delve deeper into the aftermath of Operation Rising Lion, it becomes clear that this is more than just a momentary act of military intervention. It is a watershed moment in international security, symbolizing a seismic shift in the approach to nuclear proliferation. With each calculated strike, Israel sent a reminder to global powers that unilateral nuclear ambitions carry a price that can only be paid in decisive military action. Yet the operation also serves as a cautionary tale. The fine line between strategic necessity and humanitarian consequence has never been thinner, a fact that continues to resonate in the halls of international diplomacy. Reflecting on the intricate interplay between military strategy and geopolitical dynamics, we begin to grasp the multifaceted nature of modern warfare. The deliberate targeting of nuclear facilities, the intricate dance of fighter jets in a perilous sky, and the ensuing international backlash have collectively redefined the contours of military engagement in our time. Questions arise about the future course of conflicts, where advanced technology meets age-old international rivalries, a future where air power and diplomacy are inextricably linked. The narrative that unfolded on that fateful day is one of both tactical brilliance and moral complexity, urging us to examine not just the mechanics of modern combat, but the enduring human costs of military decisions. In the days that followed the airstrikes, global attention turned to the region, as diplomats, analysts, and citizens around the world grappled with the implications of this bold military maneuver. The images of fighter jets leaving contrails in a quintessentially clear sky, the evocative visuals of explosions, and the intense deliberations in crisis rooms painted a picture of a world teetering on the brink of transformation. Through expert analyses and painstaking reconstructions of the attack, we see that every element of Operation Rising Lion, from the initial takeoff of the jets to the final explosion on a distant nuclear facility, was laden with purpose, risk, and the weight of irrevocable decisions. Now, as the dust begins to settle, and international deliberations gain momentum, the broader implications of this military operation continue to unfold. The airstrikes serve as a potent reminder that in a world filled with competing interests and perennial threats, military strategy is an instrument as delicate as it is decisive. The measured, precise execution of Operation Rising Lion underscores a necessary truth. The future of global security hinges on the capacity to balance power with prudence. In this dynamic landscape, where every calculated move has the potential to redraw the boundaries of power, we are left with profound questions about deterrence, accountability, and the path toward lasting peace. In revisiting the events of this dramatic day, we are reminded of the complex interplay between technology, strategic necessity, and humanitarian impact. The operation stands as a stark illustration of modern warfare, a realm where precision meets peril, and where the objective is as much about projecting strength as it is about safeguarding the future. As international debates rage on, and the world braces for potential further developments, one truth remains clear. The resonant impact of this day will be felt for years to come. Stay informed as we continue to monitor this rapidly evolving situation, bringing you the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the Israel-Iran conflict.